If it's not you, and if it's just some guy getting out of prison who has your criminal history.
And the minor part, why is that?
Did you get arrested for these cases? You just minding your own business and police, there's a warrant, you get arrested? These cases are state jail felony cases.
Her husband had to go back to Mexico. And I've never actually been in a courtroom. She has nobody at the moment. She works, she's 63.
So your range of punishments should be 180 days.
If I can get the proper help that I really need.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Vincent Gonzalez.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
And Vincent, how old are you?
I'm 37.
And how long have you been in custody now?
I've been in custody going on 6 months.
And since you've been in custody, have you picked up any new offenses while at the jail?
No, I haven't, sir.
Have you had any write-ups at the jail?
At all, sir.
And you understand we're here this afternoon for the court to decide whether or not what's going to place you on probation or whether or not the court's going to sentence you from 2 years up to 10 years in TDC. Right?
Yes, sir.
And you want to address the court regarding probation, correct?
Yes, sir, I do.
And you're asking the court to grant your application for probation.
I am, sir.
And why are you asking the court to grant your application?
Because I do need help, sir.
What kind of help do you need, Vincent?
I need a bunch of help. I need help with guidance into a journey in life because I've never had it. And ever since I've come into your courtroom, ma'am, I've heard nothing but words of wisdom, hope, and encouragement out of you. And you ask your people that come up here to seek for help when they need it. And I never knew how to do that all my life, Your Honor. And I've been in trouble going on 16 years of my life, and I never knew how to ask for help. And I'm 37 years old. When is enough going to be enough? And that's what I've been telling myself the past 6 months because I was getting hit with more than 10 years. But I wanted to come up to you and ask you, ma'am, if you can give me the help that I need because I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older, and I don't want to be here at the age of 50 looking at 25 to 99 years in prison because that's where these cases are going to go eventually. And I've always taken the easy way out and going to prison because I learned how to adapt in prison, live for free in prison, sleep for free, eat for free. People send me money. I'm not doing anything but learning my criminal activities. I've never properly asked for help. And like I said, I'm getting older. My mom's getting older. She's by herself out there. Her husband had to go back to Mexico, but she has nobody to help her at the moment. She works. She's 63 years old. She works. She needs help to maintain the house. And I messed up. I messed up because I just finished doing a 3-year sentence. And
before a single word is spoken in this courtroom, understand what's really on the line here. This is not just another sentencing hearing. This is a moment where a man's entire future hangs in the balance. Vincent Gonzalez stands before the court facing multiple felony cases, enhanced by a long criminal history that stretches back more than a decade. The judge has the power today to either offer him probation, a rare second chance, or send him to prison for up to 10 years. What makes this case gripping isn't just the charges, it's the contradiction. On one hand, Vincent presents himself as a man who has finally hit rock bottom, admitting that prison became comfortable, that crime became routine, and that he never learned how to live on the outside. On the other hand, the court sees a pattern: repeated offenses, repeated arrests, and repeated chances already given. Listen closely to how he speaks about help, about aging, about fear, and then watch how the judge weighs those words against cold facts, timelines, and prior convictions. This courtroom doesn't deal in promises, it deals in proof. And as this hearing unfolds, the real question becomes, is this a genuine turning point or just another last-minute plea when the consequences finally arrive? Stay with us, because the judge's reasoning, the legal enhancements, and the final sentence reveal a hard truth about how the justice system draws the line between mercy and a...
But I didn't get the help that I needed in prison. And I've never actually been in a courtroom where I've been offered any kind of help. I've always been offered, let's go back to prison. Let's go back to prison. And I've asked DA in the years back, can I please get some probation so they can help me with my criminal activities to break the cycle that I got going on in my life. I've always taken the easy way out. I know life isn't easy. It's hard. It has to be hard because you didn't get in that chair by doing easy things. You got in that chair by doing hard things, going to college, doing what you had to do to be in that chair. I didn't do that. And I know it. My mom told me the other day, it's not too late. It's never too late. You just got to stop and start doing the right thing. And I'm asking you to help me. And that's what I'm asking you. I'm asking. That's why I wanted to come up to you. I didn't want to take the DA's bargain or anything. I wanted to come up to you and ask you, please give me the help that I need because I've never had it.
Thanks, Vince.
Any other questions?
Mr. Gonzalez, are you willing to pay restitution?
I am.
Are you willing to comply with any and all terms of probation?
I do want to do that, Your Honor. And I want to show not just you, Your Honor. I want to show myself. And like you said, and I hear you, if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for those who love you. And that's absolutely correct. Every time I come in here, I listen to what you say to other people. I really do. And I've never heard that in other courtrooms that I've been in. And you inspire me to go out there and do the best I can to do the right thing. It's not going to be easy. It's like a baby learning how to walk. I've never known how to do the right thing. I've always done the wrong thing. But I'm ready to properly take that step by step to do the right thing because that's what we need to do. And that's why I asked to pay back the money that I stole because it's the right thing to do. And I don't care how long it takes me to pay that back. I want to pay it back. I want to do the right thing. And I apologize to those for being such a menace to them all these years. I want to apologize to them. I want to apologize to the DA. And I want to apologize to just my community for losing that trust and support in me all these years. I know it's going to be hard to get that trust and support from them again, but I want to eventually get that from my community.
All right. So this is what I want to tell you. I have listened to everything that you said. I've internalized everything you said. Here's the problem. One of the problems you have is your history.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And the reason why, excuse me, these cases are state jail felony cases.
Yes, ma'am.
So your range of punishments should be 180 days up to 2 years at the state jail facility.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's been enhanced because you have the 2 prison trips.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why none of these cases are state jail felonies. And when I look at the offense dates, you have one from April 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I don't know on the April case, if somebody picked you up, you were arrested, then taken to the Bexar County Jail. Did that happen in April?
None of my cases,
Were these all at large?
her husband had to go back to Mexico, but she has nobody to help her at the moment. She works, she's 63 years.
I believe they were at large, Judge.
Okay. But here's the thing. So you pick up a case, April 2025. That should have given you some kind of pause, and then you having to look on your shoulder. But instead, then you come back. Your first case, February 20th, 2025. Then you have the April case, 2025. Then you have August case, 2025. So it's like none of that gave you pause. At some point in your life, something must give you pause.
This is where the tone of the courtroom shifts, and it's subtle but critical. The judge makes it clear she listened. She believed he meant what he said. But belief alone doesn't erase history. When she starts breaking down the state jail felony structure, this becomes less about emotion and more about law. Normally, these charges would carry a punishment range of 180 days to 2 years. But Vincent's past prison trips legally enhance the cases, elevating them beyond standard state jail felonies. And then comes the timeline: February, April, August, one case after another in 2025. That's not just coincidence, that's pattern. The judge isn't asking rhetorical questions when she says, "None of that gave you pause?" She's pointing out the legal reality. Probation requires trust, and trust requires evidence of change before the arrest, not after. This moment highlights a harsh truth many defendants face. Courts are far more persuaded by actions taken prior to getting caught than by realizations that come once the jail door closes. So ask yourself, if you were the judge, would this history convince you he's ready for probation or confirm that supervision outside prison would fail?
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And give you pause to say, I'm not doing the right thing. So how did you end up? Did you get arrested for these cases? You just minding your own business and police, there's a warrant, you get arrested?
Yes, ma'am. That's how it happened. That was leaving my mom's house where I stay at and pulled over by the rope team and they got me. But for the first time that they stopped me, I stopped. I had already stopped stealing. So they I don't know how it happened, but every time they got me, they're like, we have 4 warrants, and then I don't know where a couple weeks later they come back with 3 more. And like, I just got arrested, I just bonded out. And they're like, no, these are from other months. So I stopped, and then I hit rock bottom again towards the end, which was in August. And that's where Amigos Food Mart came into part, Your Honor.
Okay. Now I understand what you're saying. And I understand that sometimes people have their epiphany late in life, but I just don't think you would be a good candidate for probation. Maybe if you came to me and this was early on in your, with your criminal actions, maybe something. I'm not going to sentence you to the 10 years though. I am finding you guilty. And in cause number 2025 CR 01225 CR 012102, the court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 012104, 2025 CR 013590, 2025 CR 013603. And there's to be restitution of $2,799 to Lowe's. There's to be no contact with Lowe's. I'll recommend the therapeutic community. And there's to be no residing in households with minors. And I will tell you, once you're released from prison, if I'm still here and you need help getting back on track, place to stay. If there are drug issues, you come back here and I'm still here, I'll pick up the phone and call somebody to help you out. Let's see. And that cause number showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, State, you may be excused. Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Next, we're moving on to 2025 CR 012104. And I'm sorry, in each of the previous cases to the clerk, I had already found him guilty and found the enhancements true based upon his plea of true and based upon State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. So in this cause number, court again is finding you guilty, will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 013590, 2025 CR 012102, 2025 CR 013603. Take in consideration 2025 CR 012103. 2025 CR 008712. There's to be no contact with Lowe's and restitution to Lowe's of $2,799. The therapeutic community and no residing in households with minors. Court is sentencing you to 6 years in the prison. Give credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time and money. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 12104, 2025 CR 12102, 2025 CR 13693. The therapeutic community, no residing in households with minors. And that cause number, the court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time, and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 012104, 2025 CR 013590, 2020. I think the paperwork needs to be changed on this. Add 2020, any objections to the court adding the number 5 to cause number 2025 CR 012102?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And then that's taken in consideration, concurrent with 2025 CR 012102.
In the end, this courtroom delivered a sentence that balanced restraint with consequence. Vincent Gonzalez was not sent away for the maximum 10 years, but he was denied probation. Instead, the judge imposed 6 years in prison, with all cases running concurrently, along with fines, restitution totaling $2,799, and strict post-release conditions, including no contact with victims, participation in a therapeutic community, and restrictions involving minors. The judge even left the door open, offering help after release if he truly chooses a different path. This case underscores a powerful message in the justice system. Accountability doesn't erase hope, but hope must be backed by timing, consistency, and proof. Words alone are never enough. Change has to show up before the courtroom, not inside it. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think the judge made the right call here? Should probation have been granted, or was prison inevitable given the history?
2102. Take in consideration 2025 CR 012099 and 2025 CR 012101. Restitution, if any, to Amigos Food Mart. No contact with Amigos Food Mart at 4503 Calabria Road, 78228. Therapeutic community, no residing in households with minors.
And the minor part, why is that? I'm not a sex offender.
No, this is the reason why I do that. Because many a times what I've seen in my career is that women will move men into their homes. They know absolutely nothing about them. And then the next thing you know, something happens regarding a child. Either somebody physically abuses the child or other things. So, because as you know, sometimes the people that you meet is the publicist and you don't meet the person till later. The people that you meet is the publicist and you don't meet the person till later.
Even though I don't have cases like with abuse or child indecency or nothing like that.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any children?
I have a 12-year-old son.
All right. You know what your criminal history is, right?
Steve.
No. I just want you to think in your mind your criminal history. If it's not you, and if it's just some guy getting out of prison who has your criminal history, would you want them living in a household with your son? If you're out of the picture, you're like, I'm just going to pay my child support, but I'm not going to live here. What would you think? Would you want them living there? All right, I'm going to show you this. It's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You don't have to get your life in order. Otherwise, you're going to end up dying in prison, maybe. When I say dying in prison, I mean nobody's going to release you from prison, because your next stint, maybe you're looking at a minimum of 25.
Yes, ma'am.
And unless we're planning on living forever, if you get sentenced to like 30 or 40 years.
And that's why I came to ask you for help, because I have never gotten that help. And I was asking you for help.
Mhm.
I guess sending me to prison is going to help me out even more. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's helped me out all these other years. So I
Mhm.
guess 6 years will
And
help me out some more.
Yep.
Yeah. And I will tell you, when you're there, if they have different occupations that you can learn about, take up welding. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Good luck.